Well, welcome back. Meteorologist Jordan Smith here on this Saturday evening, and man, it has been a hot one across central and eastern Kentucky. You can see kind of just the haze that is out here across portions of Lexington thanks to our Bluegrass Payscare Skyview HD camera network, and temperatures are still setting to the low 90s here, just at 640, 91 degrees here in Lexington. But look at our dew point. It's down at 50. So it actually only feels like 88 degrees. So it's not that muggy and kind of sticky feel that we deal with in the heart of the summertime. It's more of that dry heat. Temperatures area-wide, upper 80s to low 90s, 92 Frankfort, 88 from Richmond, Somerset, and down to London as well. I mentioned those dew points. Anytime you're dealing with dew points that are into the 50s, even these darker shaded green areas are into the upper 40s. That lets you know that you're not dealing with that stickiness around. So it at least doesn't take your breath away when you walk out. You can see that the hot air is continuing to portions over Kentucky. The cold front is just to our north and northeast. Now, once that allows to eventually begins to sink south and southwest, that will kind of drop those temperatures. I think that's coming up on Tuesday or Wednesday. Models kind of fighting and going back and forth between showing when that moves in here. We are dry locally, but there is a very, very small shower here in portions of Menifee, getting up to Campton, there over to Morgan County as well. And then more of a complex of thunderstorms here. A good amount of thunder and lightning, heavy rain there in portions of Pike County as well. That's moving over to the south and east, so it shouldn't affect many people. But Futurecast shows that through the remainder of the evening, you can see a few specks of green show up, so an isolated shower can't be ruled out. But as we start off Sunday morning, we'll start into the low to mid 60s, and then by tomorrow afternoon, we are back into the upper 80s to near 90 once again. Starting off our Monday new work week, you can see we'll start into the near 60s, and then the cold front begins to move through. I think this model's trying to bring in here on Monday evening, which will bring temperatures down into the low 80s for Monday. I think it's likely the second half of Tuesday before we see that cold front move through. And this GFS extended shows that. Here's Tuesday evening. You can see those clouds and some green, maybe a few showers moving through for that part. So I think more than likely they'll come into agreements and show Tuesday, but still after Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we are completely dry. So no issues to worry about. Here's a little bit different look, which shows these colors. Now, the darker the color, the warmer the areas. You can see that the cold front moves through this model once again, has it Tuesday evening. So I feel pretty confident and thinking that it's going to wait till Tuesday evening to move through. When that does, you can see these yellow shaded colors here. That is those cooler temperatures into Wednesday and Thursday. It's not cool by any stretch of the imagination, just cooler than where we have been compared to the 90s that we've been dealing with. But hardly any rain is on the way for the next week, and you can see a abnormally dry pattern is setting up here across Kentucky. Now, those NCAA regionals is still going on. Kentucky at it right now. Temperature will drop through the 80s this evening into the 70s, and then tomorrow it is back into the upper 80s and near 90. Monday will drop into the mid 80s. Moral of the story, have that sunscreen ready and make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Back in the short term tonight, we'll drop into the mid 60s overnight. Still can't rule out the isolated shower, thunderstorm chance, and then tomorrow on our Sunday, mostly sunny, summer-like, as well as it'll be the last very hot day that we have. You can see mid-80s on the way Monday and Tuesday. Then that cold front moves through the second half of Tuesday, then upper 70s to low 80s. So very comfortable on the way for mid to later portions of the week. And then by the time we get time this next week, we'll start to warm up temperatures and throw in a scattered thunderstorm, but still hardly any chance of rain the entire 7-day forecast. Stay with us. We'll have much more coming up after the break.